Today, the price of Bitcoin exploded past $44,000 after Tesla announced their purchase of $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. We found this out because earlier today, Tesla filed its 10K, an annual business report for publicly traded companies.
A new filing says that they've updated their investment policy. We have invested in aggregate $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. Moreover, we expect to begin accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment for our products in the near future.
Tesla also said, we currently intend to hold these assets long term.
Clearly, I should have at least bought some Bitcoin 8 years ago. But I do at this point think Bitcoin is a good thing.
We're officially living in the future. A future where Tesla bought Bitcoin. When I first started making videos about Bitcoin around 2013, we dreamt of a world where this kind of mainstream adoption would occur.
Money, which has no value in
I made a reference in this 2014 music video to an announcement from a few months earlier that someone had bought a Tesla for Bitcoin. Fiat be damned. But although purchasing a $100,000 car using Bitcoin created a huge stir in 2013, it wasn't Tesla itself accepting it, but rather just an independent dealership. They immediately converted it to dollars, understandably concerned about the massive volatility at the time, and said, we're not in the business of speculating, so at the end of the day, we want to sell cars as priced. If they'd held on to them, those 91.4 Bitcoins would be worth almost $4 million today. But they also would have lost a tremendous amount of money when Bitcoin dropped 80% and stayed there for years, until prices started to rise again in 2016. Bitcoin is volatile, but regardless, back in 2013 there was a major surge of retailers accepting Bitcoin payments. Tesla itself declined to comment on whether they would be part of this surge at the time. Fast forward over 7 years, and their retail acceptance isn't the most exciting part of their announcement. It's that Bitcoin has achieved mainstream acceptance from institutional investors and major companies. Instead of a peer-to-peer settlement layer, Bitcoin has proven itself as a business-to-business settlement layer. Juggernauts like Microstrategy, Square, Tesla are making Bitcoin part of their reserve assets as a hedge against inflation and economic instability. But is this a smart decision?
Some will see it as visionary. Others will say, wait a minute, if I want to invest in Bitcoins, I'll do it directly.
Some people say that Tesla should be sticking to their core competency. They build electric cars. When you invest in Tesla, you want to invest in electric cars. Just like when you invest in Walmart, you are investing in cheap goods, or when you invest in Amazon, you're investing in NSA surveillance technology. But now when you invest in electric cars, the price of your stocks is tied to the price of Bitcoin. This is a dramatic move. By doing this, Tesla is essentially saying that they believe Bitcoin is a better store of value than the US dollar. Microstrategy said this explicitly when they first invested in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is digital gold, harder, stronger, faster, and smarter than any money that has preceded it. It was likely Microstrategy CEO Michael Saylor was responsible for Elon getting involved with Bitcoin. December 20th last year, Saylor tweeted at Musk that he should convert his Tesla balance sheet to Bitcoin. Musk asked if such a large transaction were even possible, and Saylor replied that he'd be happy to talk offline. The rest is history. The $1.5 billion purchase happened the next month in January. Whether or not this was a good decision long term, right now, the market really seems to like it. After their announcement, Tesla's stock price skyrocketed.
His company does not have any chance of going bankrupt.
Now that Tesla has blazed a trail, I wouldn't be surprised if other S&P 500 companies did a similar thing to also benefit from this kind of surge. This is what Michael Saylor predicted, and is kind of reminiscent of the 2017 boom when adding blockchain to your company name could boost your stock price 200%. But the question of whether this was the right decision for shareholders aside, I like the principle of throwing off the shackles of the traditional financial system and opting for financial sovereignty instead. So, S&P 500 companies, who's next? Before you go, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I release a new video. Thanks so much for watching.